It's another episode where we have a lot to get to in this A's franchise as the Midland Rockhounds face the Arkansas Travelers in their championship series with Dino Valenzuela on the hill against Federico Tejada. It will be a big matchup against two Hispanic pitchers, and Dino Valenzuela gets the strikeout. But later on, it's an Arkansas 1-0 lead after a big RBI double. But Julio Nivar is not phased as he gets the gapper in the left center field gap to drive two home to take the lead. It's Freddie McGregor coming in to try to get that save. Only up one, he gets the strikeout of Tevin Griffey. I know that's one of you subs out there. Robbie Hossman, a guy that we wanted to draft at one point, goes down swinging. And then it's Brian Buelvas who will take the walk on the 12-6 curve that doesn't hit the zone. Antonio Zarate will swing through, though, and he is done as the Midland Rockhounds take a 2-1 win in game number one with Dino going 7 strong innings, 5 strikeouts, and Nivar with both RBIs. So we move into game number 2. Midland Rockhounds, Arkansas Travelers. Like before, it's Cody James on the hill, though. He's the same age as his jersey number. He is trying to make his move to the majors soon. Leonard Kirkland also going up against him. Julio Nivar, he seems to get it done every time. In the bottom of the first inning, he wasted no time, getting his second home run of the postseason, and it's a 2-run shot. Jeremy Johnson trying to join later on, but this one's definitely staying in the ballpark. Could go for a sacrifice fly, but look at this. What a tag on the leg of Frankie Miller. Later on, bottom of the third, it's Juan Oliveros into the gap. Never mind, that's way off the wall. What a hit for Juan Oliveros to get a double. Cody James trying to protect that lead, but look at the brilliant piece of hitting by Robert Perez Jr. getting it down the line. That's a 2 RBI double in the top of the fourth. Jebediah Pimpersheen, the 25-year-old, 6'5", 223-pound pitcher, going up against Tevin Griffey, and Griffey living up to the last name to every single syllable with a bomb out to left field. That's his first home run of the postseason, 395 feet for him. Robert Perez Jr. had a nice piece of hitting before. He's got a nice piece of hitting again as he takes that thing deep to right center field off of the wall. And Arkansas had a 4-3 lead until Frankie Miller in the bottom of the 8th inning hits one clear over the right field fence. And that is a 2-run shot for Frankie Miller, his third of the postseason. Freddie McGregor, 2 saves and 2 opportunities. He's looking to get another one. 5-4 lead. Robbie Hossman right down the line. Look at the catch from Nivar. Brings up Paul McIntosh swinging through the 93-mile-an-hour cutter up high. And then Willie Colon, 1 for 4 on the day, and he can't get it done either. Big strikeout as the Rockhounds win in comeback fashion, thanks to their star, Frankie Miller, even though Nivar gets the hitter of the game. Cody James, 7 strong innings, 2 earned. And we move to game number 3 with a chance for the Midland Rockhounds to sweep the Texas League Championship. Jake Cave up at the plate against our boy Roger Feliciano. Feliciano might already give up some things here as Robert Perez does go down swinging, so 2 on, 2 out. Runners on the corners for Will Toffee, who will draw a walk. That should have been a strikeout. Here's Brian Buelvas. He will strike out instead. And that ends the first inning. So later on, top of the third, Amish Butter Churn in a scoreless game takes one down to left field all the way to the wall for an RBI double. That brings up Trevor Chambliss. Chambliss over into right field, getting past the first baseman and bringing home the game's second run. I'll bring up Rich Gomez, a second baseman we have some high hopes for, but unfortunately grounds into a double play in the top of the third. That doesn't mean all hope is lost. Julio Nivar comes up and hits it clear out of the ballpark. This guy is so ready. 3 home runs for him in the postseason alone. And then a solo shot for Jeremy Johnson left this for Trevor Chambliss in the top of the 6th. 2 out, but he gets the base hit, brings home a 5th run for the Rockhounds. JD up on the hill this time, and look at Joshua Baez with the range and the glove. Nivar hits a 2nd homer of the day, and then Frankie Miller goes back-to-back with him. It's a 7-0 lead. JD just trying to close this thing down. It's a 7-0 statement victory in an elimination game of the Texas League Championship. So huge domination by the Midland Rockhounds. They've been dominating for quite a bit now, 4 years straight as the Texas League champions. Well, not 4 years straight, but 4 out of 5, put it that way. And we finally find out who the Oakland A's will be playing, and it is the Los Angeles Angels. So this is going to be tough, obviously having to go against Mike Trout. So here we go in game number 1. It's at Pandora Field in this 5-game set. And Nasty Nestor Cortez, a Cy Young candidate at 21-4 with a 3.25 ERA and a 1.24 whip. 3-1 pitch to Zach Nato to start it off, and Nato will get himself a base hit, find himself on first base. Brings up Alex Verdugo, and Verdugo with a dribbler. India's got to take the easy out and leave a runner on second for Mike Trout, who goes down swinging. He's got a .462 average thus far in the postseason. Matt Chapman's was .308, but that's a swing and a miss for Matt Chapman, and we'll go to the bottom half where Dylan Cease will try to take control of his postseason. It has not been good thus far. And Reed Hoffman makes contact, gets it down in the right center field gap. Hoffman easily going to get in with a standing double. Luis Ariz, one of the newcomers on this roster, gets one down in right field. And it will be runners on the corners for Vladdy Jr., who takes this thing out to center. It's caught by Mike Trout. Reed Hoffman will find his way to the plate. It's a 1-0 lead for the Oakland A's. Jonathan India getting a piece of this one. This one's high out to right field, an easy grab for out number 2. So with India down, it's Jason Givens. Givens bouncing one up the middle. That's a base hit for him. So with 2 on and 2 out, up comes Kenny Stevens, the first round pick in this series, but he goes down swinging to end the first, but not before we get the run home, and it's a 1-0 lead. We'll be back. Luis Rengifo, first one to go up against Nasty Nestor in the second. He hits a fly ball over to second base. Jonathan India with a catch and 1 down. Logan O'Hop coming up, and this one's a bouncer over to Luis Ariz, who will throw it on to first. 2 gone, and that brings up Derek Hill. Hill at the plate takes one out to right field. Oscar Gonzalez with an easy catch. We'll go to the bottom of the second for Manuel Tavares. He goes down swinging. That is 1 down. Cease's second strikeout to bring up Tyler Soderstrom. Soderstrom bouncing one over to first base, and that's an easy out down at first base. Oscar Gonzalez now lifting one to center field. Mike Trout getting underneath, and that'll do it. We end the second inning. Still 1-0, 8-9-1 hitters for the Angels coming. All right, Jared Walsh, the 8-hole hitter, batting .308. Not anymore, with a strikeout by Nasty Nestor, his 3rd of this ALDS game number 1. Here's Jordan Luplo, and he bounces one over back to Cortez, who makes the throw on to first. 2 gone. Here's Zach Nato, 1 for 1 on his day, and this one's bouncing towards Jonathan India. An easy routine play, and we are through the middle of the 3rd. The bottom half where Reed Hoffman leads off, and he gets a big piece of this one out to left center field. That's going all the way to the wall. Reed Hoffman not only finds himself at second, but he's digging in for third here. A triple for Hoffman. And a leadoff one at that for Luis Ariz to come up. He hits this one out to center field. That one's going to go way over the head of Mike Trout. He wasn't ready for Ariz to do that. Luis Arraez with an RBI double to bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who takes this thing into left field, down past Matt Chapman at third. Vladdy's going to dig in for second and get there with an RBI double. It's 3-0. Jonathan India bouncing one towards shortstop, and India's thrown out at first for the first out of the inning. Here's Jason Gibbons swinging at a changeup down low, 76 miles an hour, big speed change. Here's Kenny Stevens. He swings and misses as well. And that'll end the third as Cease found his breaking ball and his off-speed pitches to stop the bleeding. Still, it's 3-0. We'll return. And we're back for the top of the fourth. Alex Verdugo 0 for 1 on his day. He gets this one right past Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and that is not only a base hit, but a double. He finds himself at second. Here's Mike Trout now, 0 for 1 on his day. He's going to draw a walk on the circle change down and in. So 2 straight base runners for Matt Chapman, who draws a walk as well. That one looked like it could have been a strike. But with the bases loaded, it's Rengifo down the first baseline perfectly. Gonzalez will get there. He will get the throw home and quickly. But it's a couple runs home, 3-2. And here back to Nasty Nestor trying to start a double play. Does just that. 2 gone for Derek Hill, swinging and missing. So the bleeding gets stopped. But it's a 3-2 game. Manuel Tavares leading off in the bottom of the fourth. This one's high, deep, long, and Trout gets there at the wall. What a play. Tyler Soderstrom now, and he swings and misses. That off-speed changeup is deadly from Cease. Here's Oscar Gonzalez now, and he goes down on the changeup as well. Couple straight strikeouts on the changeup for Cease. He seems to be getting his command back. 3-2. We'll return. Here's Jared Walsh in the top of the fifth, leading off on the slider away. He strikes out Fanning for the fifth Nasty Nestor strikeout. Here's Jordan Luplow, and this one's down the first baseline. Tavares gets it stopped. The flip over to Cortez for the second out. Beautiful. Here's Zach Nato. He's just going to take the circle change down low. He didn't like the pitch, but you got to swing at strikes there, bud. Here's Reed Hoffman. He swings and misses. He's going to attempt to get to first before they can throw him out, but it ain't going to happen. There's Luis Arraez, 2 for 2, swinging and missing on that changeup. Dylan Cease really found his way with it. Here's Vladdy, and he goes down on the slider. The breaking balls and the off-speeds are working. We're through 5 at Pandora Field with a 3-2 score. Alex Verdugo now up against Nasty Nestor. Look at the slider, perfectly hitting the outside corner. Way to go for 7 Ks. Here's Mike Trout now. This one is lifted and an easy pop-up in foul territory down the third baseline for Vladdy for out number 2. Matt Chapman 0 for 1 on his day. Nasty Nestor's 103rd pitch is going into the stands out and left. No, just short of it. It's in the batting cages for Matt Chapman. 397 feet off of Nestor Cortez. Here's Rengifo, 1 for 2. This one's hit over the head of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Kenny Stevens. Not going to get there in time to throw Rengifo out at second. Logan O'Hoppe now will strike out, finally getting Nestor through his 6th inning. Andrew Watts coming into this game, 4 scoreless innings in his postseason. The Angels need him to do that here. There's a walk for... Oh, no, it isn't. It's a strikeout, and he's upset about it. I would be too. That looked like a ball. Here's Jason Gibbons. This one's hit out into foul territory in left field for the second out, and Kenny Stevens, last chance this inning, and that's another foul ball that looks easily caught, and it will be to end the 6th inning. So Eniel De Los Santos will come in this one. Regular season was quite good, so he needs to keep that up here in the postseason. He gets Derek Hill swinging and missing. 1 down in the top of the 7th for Jared Walsh. Walsh goes down swinging as well on the slider inside. Couldn't make contact, so Jordan Luplow now. And Luplow will swing and miss at the fastball up. So Eniel De Los Santos striking out the side. Here's Manuel Tavares now, and hitting this one out to left field. Tavares gets this one down and left. Tavares will move towards second base and be in there with an easy double. Here's Tyler Soderstrom. He takes it the other way into left field. This one's going all the way up against the wall. Not going to get there in time, and that's an RBI double for Tyler Soderstrom to take the lead. Oscar Gonzalez slices one out to center field. That one's over the head of Mike Trout. He dives, but he can't get there. That one's easily going to bring home another run as Gonzalez with an RBI triple. It is 5-3. Dylan Floro is called upon out of the bullpen. 1.37 ERA in his regular season. Here's Reed Hoffman bouncing one over to first, and they are going to barely get him at first base. Here's Luis Arias, 2 for 3 on his day. He hits one big out to center field. Trout will get to that one, but the sacrifice fly is complete, and it's a 6-3 Athletic lead. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He takes it out to right center field, all the way to the wall for him, and Vladdy will dig in and easily make it at second base with a stand-up double. Jonathan India, though, 0 for 3, not quite doing well in this postseason, but he'll draw a walk, and that'll bring in Jose Quijada for the Angels. 2 scoreless innings for him. Jason Givens fooled on the slider down low and away to get through this inning for Quijada. We're through 7. 6-3, Oakland 8. We'll be back. Here's Eniel De Los Santos. He pitched so well last inning. Going to leave him in for the top of the 8th, and Nato's going to take it out to center. Givens is there for out number 1. Brings up Alex Verdugo, and he will lace one over to short. Look at Arias with the play. 2 gone. Verdugo can't believe he made that play. Here's Mike Trout as De Los Santos getting a little tired, but Trout chops one down to first, and Tavares takes care of it. Go to the bottom half. Kenny Stevens. Wild swing. The inexperience is showing. Here's Manuel Tavares. He takes it out to left field. This one is going to get down and left. He couldn't make the grab. Did you see that? It's a ground rule double. That brings up Soderstrom, who swings and misses on the slider outside. Third strikeout for Quijada, but it will be Giovanni Gallegos called upon to come in. He hasn't had a great postseason thus far, but it's early in his postseason. Oscar Gonzalez takes the circle change outside, and it's 2 on, 2 out for Hoffman, who hits this one out to center field. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the best power. Falls right into Mike Trout's glove, and we will be back for the 9th after this. Emmanuel Clase, 51 of 60 on save opportunities in the regular season, under a 1 whip, and there's a big strikeout of Matt Chapman to lead off the top of the 9th. Here's Luis Rengifo just sitting there looking at that high cutter. You are gone, sir. 2 strikeouts for Clase. Logan O'Hop gonna draw a walk on a slider outside. He didn't offer at that one. So it'll be Derek Hill, 0 for 3 on the day. He won't offer at a slider inside, so 2 on, 2 out. Tying run at the plate. Jared Walsh hits this one deep to left. Stevens is getting there, and he does it to secure a Game 1 Athletics win in the ALDS. Nestor Cortez goes 6, gives up 3 8Ks. Hoffman, hitter of the game, with a double and a triple. 2 runs scored. De Los Santos picks up the win. Clase picks up the save. The Athletics have a 1-0 series lead in the ALDS. Coming up next, we'll see Games 2 and Game 3 of the ALDS in the next episode. Hope you guys are excited. Make sure you drop some likes. Make sure you go ahead and share the video as you guys have been doing. Thank you for your support, and thank you for the support of all the channel members going above and beyond in your support. In case nobody's told you lately, I love you, FG fam.